Hi, my name is Adrienne Wilson. I'm with IdeateTV, and I'm with filmmaker Matthew Kim.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be here.
Matthew Kim, can you tell us a little bit about the films that you've made?
Yeah, so this film that I'm premiering at this festival is called My Father Was a Footballer. It's about me reconciling with my dad through the lens of football. He played in the World Cup, or was on the youth national team for South Korea. And we're just kind of exploring themes about fatherhood and my relationship with him through that.
Got it. And just to be super clear, football as in soccer or football?
Yes, football
okay.
as
just
in...
making sure. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, soccer.
Very cool. What inspired you to make this story?
I think for the most part, it was just my dad himself that I knew. I haven't really done a documentary before, but this is just something that is a story that I thought was really interesting to tell. And I wanted to just share his story. And then it was just a good exercise for me to also just get to know my dad better. Because I mean, I know him well. He's my dad and all, but I've learned so much about him through this process.
Sure. Like just also like the thinking process that he goes through when he faces certain things.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, very cool. What's something about the film that you would want somebody to walk away from?
I think if it's
or
important.
Walk away with.
Yeah. I think at least for me, I had a strained relationship with my father, and this film was definitely a means of being able to bridge that gap. And I think there are a lot of people maybe that have also similar relationships with people around them. And I think finding a way to just reconcile and just get to know each other is always a good thing. So if you can get that away from the film, that'd be great, I think.
Just like the hope that you can work things out.
Yeah.
Oh, very
exactly.
cool. What's something about this story that needed to be told today? Like,
I think, I mean, it felt relevant with the World Cup coming right around the corner. And, you know, there's FIFA itself has so many politics around it, but I think it's important to remember like the kind of roots that you come from, especially in terms of sport. Like, I think the most important football happening in the world is like the kids in the street playing in their neighborhood, you know, and you see this like across the world. It's such a global sport. So I think if you kind of, you know, stay grounded, and sports can get so flashy, and now like there's so much gambling involved in sports and all these things, but that kind of is like removed from the heart of the sport itself. So I think if you can take that away from it, that's yeah.
Well, not just with the relationship with your father, but what is your personal relationship with sports?
The sports, I mean, I played volleyball in college, and I had some injuries also, just like my dad. So it's a bit of a complicated relationship, but it's always been like an outlet for me, you know? So it's how I express myself alongside film, you know? It's just like a very unifying thing for me in a lot of ways too. I've made so many friends and like connections through just being active. Yeah.
Very cool. What drew you to filmmaking?
I always wanted to tell like a story of sorts. I love photography, but then it was actually my first year of college. I saw Killer of Sheep, which is a Charles Burnett film. And then seeing that, I was just really moved by the kind of emotional resonance I had with the film. And then after that, I was like, this is what I want to do. I just want to touch people emotionally.
Oh, very nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You were part of a program, right, to get your film made?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so this was funded through the Armed with a Camera Fellowship through Visual Communications, and then there's an application process. But it was like a 1.5 year long fellowship, and I think the best thing about that was that it helped me get a project done within the scope of a year, you know, because it's so easy to have an idea and just keep it going, or like you're always chipping away at it. But this provided like those deadlines and the mentorship to kind of help that happen in a
Sure. Can you talk about the mentorship? That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah. Savary and Angela were our 2 mentors for this cohort, and they definitely helped ground my film. I was pretty lofty. I wanted to do all these like crazy archival scenes and like recreate these shots and all this stuff, but they're very practical and reasonable with the budget that we had and the resources we had to like really come away with the best project we could. And they also helped, like I hadn't made a DCP before. A lot of these like more
the
finishing
technical,
things. Yeah, the more technical things that come with making a film. And they're super helpful in kind of teaching me those kinds of things and like how to really polish and elevate your filmmaking.
I mean, that sounds like an amazing experience.
Yeah, no, it was great. I'm like so grateful, and I'm playing at the DGA, which is like, it's insane.
Yeah, dream.
Yeah, truly.
Well, for our viewers, where can they find you and keep up to date with your career?
Yeah, my name is Matthew Kim. You can find me on my Instagram. It's Mittkam, Mittkam. It's Matt Kim with the vowels switched. My website is the same handle. Otherwise, just feel free to reach out or find me anywhere.
Give him a follow.
Sweet.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, of course.